So I've been doing a lot of research on mock scrapes and rope scrapes, and vine scrapes and things of that nature. And so I have some grapevine that I'd like to use, but here we're trying to be very cognizant of the plant life that we introduce. There's not any vines here that we have found yet that are suitable, so we're not going to transport any in, but I'm going to try a rope scrape. I've never done a rope scrape before. A lot of people promise or say that they're good or just as good because they can hold it. So I've got this really thick rope that I'm going to use, and it's about 3/4 of an inch thick, I think. And I got plenty of it. It's been sitting outside for 2 months weathering in my backyard, so it doesn't have any scent on it. I'm not going to apply any scent on it yet. I'm going to let it sit and see what's going to happen. But here, where we're looking, there's a huge flat, and all of this used to be, I'm just going to spin around here, cedars. And the landowner came in and had it all flattened out. There's a water tank right over there somewhere. And so deer come through here. I had a camera in here last year, and I got a picture of every mature buck on this farm, which last year they were only 3.5-year-olds. There were not any older that we could tell. One really nice 8-point, but he just wasn't big enough. And then we had daggers. If you follow my Instagram, you saw pictures of him. He's really messed up, had a kicker coming off of his base. So Michael said he saw some bucks that looked pretty good in velvet in a field down the road from him, which is where they were last year. This year it's corn, not soybeans, which is kind of a bummer because we won't be able to see them. But they should be passing through here, especially with the water tank over there where they can get a drink, because it's been very dry in Tennessee, just as it has probably everywhere else. But there's some post oaks in here that look like they're producing a little bit. There's a couple hickories, but that doesn't matter. But the deer have always kind of traveled through here. And last year, like I said, I put a camera in here just to see and got a picture of every mature deer that I knew was on this farm, as well as some smaller ones. So I've got a branch. Let me turn this around. See, I have a branch right there that I'm going to hang that one right there, a rope from, and I'm going to hang it. I've been hearing belly button height, waist height, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to hang it down and see if I spray the vegetation below it, if they'll scrape. Don't know. We'll figure it out. So hang tight. All right, well, that was pretty quick and painless. So we got our rope hung, sprayed the ground around it with some Roundup, hopefully to kill all that stuff, so that when the deer start opening scrapes here around October, we can come back, and the theory is scrape all that away, make a scrape if they haven't opened it up already themselves by then. That Roundup will hold, even though it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It should take effect here in the next couple hours because it's still early. So we've got a trail camera hung, link right there. Got a stick behind it so it will hold its angle. There we go. And we're good. I have a stand over there that I may move to a different tree, but haven't made that decision yet. There's a couple trails there where they come out of bedding back in there. So like I said, they come through here, they go a couple of different places. So I'm excited to see if this gets any traction. I've never done it before. So all right, spot 3, we're gonna hang another rope scrape behind me off of that red oak. Deer, I mean, we're really close to houses. I mean, like, you can see there's a house. My friend's house is on the other side of those trees. There's a little ditch that runs through here. It's real thick, real thick. The deer feel safe crossing up it through here, up through this little lane coming out of that big hay field. But there are 7 big red oaks right here and a couple post oaks that seem to drop in there. There's rumor that there is a persimmon tree around here somewhere, but I have not found it, so I do not know if it's male or female. Michael and I are gonna have to come out here and look for it. There's a black walnut over there and some hickories. So the deer have always come through here. I mean, as dry as it's been, like I said, it rained last week, but there are tracks and little flats through here where they came through here when it rained. I don't know where they're going. I don't know if they're going to the cornfields or what, but the goats don't bother them. The dogs and horses don't bother them. They come through here. I got a picture of, again, every single mature deer the past 2 years coming through here, at least early in the season, if not late. I got a couple chasing through here, but the does come through here. So I'm gonna hang a RopeScrape, spray the ground, and hang a camera and give it a shot. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're gonna figure it out. So actually I have enough rope left to make another RopeScrape. I'm not going to do that now because I think where I want to put it is on the very back of the farm, and it's hot and I'm close to the truck, so I'd rather go home. But what I am going to do is I'm going to fray the knot and I'm going to hang it over here in a tree by where I just put that camera so that I can grab it next time I'm here. But all I'm doing to fray it is I take some wire, just some little cheap, I think it's 17 gauge wire, it's not very much. And cut me a piece, some pliers. Here, let me get closer to the camera so I can show you. So 17 gauge wire, just cut me a piece. It doesn't have to be much. And then just, I'm going to fray your knot so you know, right about there. Again, this is all from looking online, but you just wrap it. And then what I've figured out is twist it. That comes from, I worked for lighting in residential homes for a while, so always wrap wire. And then I cut the sharp end off because deer's gonna be rubbing their face on it. I want to cut. Bend it, press it back into the rope. If you can. The other ones are pretty easy. This one seems to be. I'm gonna fight me. There it goes. Just press it in the rope so deer rubs their face on it, they won't get cut. And you just unspool the wire or your rope. Unspool. Unspool it, and there's your little tassel. And apparently they really like rubbing their faces on this, so there's enough here to make another one, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to put it in a tree. We'll be back. Alright, so I'm done. So that's kind of how that went. We just kind of hung some cameras, made a few RopeScrapes. We'll see in a couple weeks if we'll get any pictures, so stay tuned.